putting like all of your insecurities and your imposter syndrome aside and just shifting your mind to be so freaking delusional to the point where like it doesn't make sense to other people, because it doesn't have to make sense to other people. If it makes sense to you, that's literally all that matters. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tia. I'm 25 years old. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. This channel is all basically me sharing my life with you guys, navigating my 20s, navigating my self-love journey, wellness. So if you guys are into those videos, definitely stay a while. In today's video, I'm sharing some things that I've learned over the summertime. I cannot believe that summer is almost over. I've been seeing a lot of memes and posts about fall coming soon and Halloween and Thanksgiving, and I'm just like, that's cool and all, but like, where did summer go? Although summer is coming to an end, it's not over completely yet, and I can genuinely say that I had a great summer. This was one of the most challenging summers for me, I would say, as far as my career and just like navigating my life and my responsibilities. I really grew in my confidence over the summer and just really tried to prioritize myself and my needs. And I feel like overall there are many things that I've learned, so many things that I've become an overall better person. And because this is a girl talk, grab your glasses, sit back, relax, and let's have girl talk. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while now, you know that I went full-time influencing back in April. And so it's been a while now, about 3 months since I've gone full-time, and I'm still going strong. I will say it's very difficult navigating my life and work, because work kind of is my life now, and my life is like content a lot of the times. And so I found that I don't really have a system in place to know when to stop and where to stop. So I've kind of become a workaholic. I'm not even gonna filter it. Like, I've become a workaholic, and it's something that I am aware of, which is a good thing. It's also something that I'm learning from. And over the summer, I took a lot of time to step back and just analyze my life and prioritize rest as much as I could, because I did realize that work was taking a really big toll on me, and I wasn't really enjoying life anymore because I was so worried about making sure that I captured the right photo, or making sure that I captured the perfect video for my TikTok. And that's just not a way to live. Yes, I do want to get content and I want to be able to share my life with you guys, but at the same time, I also have to live my life. And so just being more strategic with what I show on the internet, and like when I pull out my phone, my camera, whatever it is, just learning how to prioritize that. And most importantly, learning how to rest and shut off my brain, my computer, my phone when I need to. And it's honestly been a challenge, I will say, but I do understand the importance of rest. And if you're someone like me who is constantly on go, also I'm a Capricorn, so I'm really hardworking and I just want everything to be successful that I touch. And I also have to be realistic, understanding that rest is really important, taking time out for myself, doing things that I love to do, relaxing, pouring up a glass of wine and watching TV or hanging out with my boyfriend or friends. It's so important to add that into your schedule. I honestly would say that rest is just as important as the days that you're working or the times that you're working, if not more. The next one is, it's okay to say no. And I've talked about this on my channel a few times, but I am a recovering people pleaser. The people pleasing tendencies do still come up every now and then, but it's a lot easier to ignore them and a lot easier to put my emotions and my feelings ahead. At the end of the day, You got to do what's best for you. In a situation, if you ever have to choose yourself over the next person, always choose yourself, always. And I'm not saying be selfish or be a narcissist. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is have the awareness to know when you do not want to do something, when you literally do not want to say yes to something, but you find yourself saying it anyway just to please other people. If you ever feel that way, the answer should always be no. Again, as a recovering people pleaser, it is difficult. It really just takes a lot of self-awareness and setting those boundaries for yourself in your life. Otherwise, you're just going to be miserable and you're going to be living for other people. And that's no way to live because you only have one life. Live your life. This next one kind of ties into the last point, but staying true to yourself and having those daily, weekly, monthly, whatever the case may be, check-ins with yourself. So that requires a lot of alone time. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like alone time, maybe you should start adding that into your schedule if you want to respect yourself more and have more of that internal connection with yourself and your higher self. When you are part of a situation where you don't know how you feel about it, genuinely sit with yourself and ask yourself, how does Tia feel about this? Is Tia okay with this? Before Tia says yes to this, is she going to be mad at herself for saying yes tomorrow? Just ask yourself questions like that. I've actually been using these cards. I'll show you guys. These are self-discovery cards and the brand is bestself.co. I actually love these so much. They really help you get out of your head and also get into your head in a way, if that makes sense. Just kind of figuring out like who you are, and it comes with all of these prompts that you can ask yourself. And I just like to pick one of these per day and just kind of reflect on it by myself. Sometimes I'll do it with friends or my boyfriend, but for the most part, I like to do it by myself whenever I'm meditating or praying, and just truly answer exactly the way that I feel like I need to answer this question. So not curating my answers based on what other people feel, not curating my answer based on judgment or relatability, whatever the case may be. Always staying true to myself every single time I ask these questions to myself. And it really is eye-opening. I would definitely say a tool like this is very beneficial. I just think it's funny how we are the only person that's with ourselves from the time we're born until the time we die. Like, we are literally us. So we cannot escape who we are. Yet a lot of us have such difficulty realizing and accepting who we are as people. And I just think, like, if we want to grow and be better human beings, then we have to really get down to the bottom of certain things and just like figure out who you are. Figure out what Tia likes. Figure out what she doesn't like. Figure out what makes her happy. Figure out what makes her emotional. You know, so just like asking yourself questions like that, I think it's really important. That's what I've been trying to do this summer. Y'all, I swear this is the key to so many of my successes over the past few months. Delusion. Be so delusional. And I know that delusion can sometimes have a negative connotation to it, and a lot of people are overusing the word, whatever. But when I tell you guys, me shifting my mindset into a delusional state has given me so much clarity, has given me so much confidence, has given me so many opportunities. You're not going to be able to take any type of leap, no matter if it's big or small, if you don't have just a little bit of delusion. Just a little bit. I'm not saying you have to be completely delusional, like you don't have any sense of reality. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes question reality. It's okay to question reality. It's okay to be like, okay, I understand where I am now, but I could totally be here. That's no issue for me. Even though my circumstances and my life doesn't look like it should be there right now, I know that I can get there. I know that I can get there. Do you think I really would have had the confidence to quit my 9 to 5 back in April if I wasn't a little delusional? Do you think I would be planning? I'm literally planning my trip to New York Fashion Week next month. I don't have a single plan. I don't have a single invite yet. However, I know that I'm going because I'm delusional, and it's going to happen for me because I am confident in God, and I'm confident in myself. And I know that it's going to happen if it's meant to be. And so you have to kind of be in that like headspace whenever you want something, putting like all of your insecurities and your imposter syndrome aside and just shifting your mind to be so freaking delusional to the point where like it doesn't make sense to other people, because it doesn't have to make sense to other people. If it makes sense to you, that's literally all that matters. I have gotten so many opportunities, guys. I've worked with some of my dream brands over the summer, and I'm just really living out answered prayers. And I just feel like a lot of it is because I'm not holding myself back anymore, and I have a little bit of delusion in every part of my life. Being delulu is the salulu, okay? This next one kind of ties with being delusional. Ask for what you want. Please ask for what you want. Stop being afraid of hearing no. I was listening to a podcast a couple weeks ago, and the speaker was saying how instead of thinking what's the worst that could happen in situations, think what's the best that could happen in situations. Why don't we shift our mindset to be a little bit more positive, seeing the cup as half full and not half empty, although this one is pretty empty. Think about the best thing that could happen. Let's say you got offered an opportunity to go public speak. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I despise public speaking. I feel like a lot of people do have a fear of public speaking, so I think this would be a good example. So let's say you got a speaking gig and you have a day to decide if you want to accept it or not. The only reason that you would not accept it would be because you were scared, okay? Everything else is a pro. The opportunity, exposure, the networking, the ability to be able to inspire others and share your gifts, all of that is a pro. But you are looking at the negative. I'm afraid, I'm not a good public speaker. You're allowing that to overshadow all of the pros over here. But if you really think about it, if you're weighing out your options, that doesn't make sense, right? Because there's so many more pros than there are cons. So why do we hold so much weight and prioritize the negatives so much more than we do the positives? So whenever I get into a situation like that, I think about the best that could happen. I don't think about the worst that could happen. I could trip and fall. I could say something dumb. I could save somebody's life. I could inspire somebody to go to college. I could inspire somebody to start that business. I could share my gifts with the world, you know? So thinking about it that way, it's a lot easier to not hold yourself back. And you know what they say, closed mouths don't get fed. So, and the last thing that I have on my list is keeping promises to yourself is how you build confidence. And this is really crucial for my wellness/fitness journey that I'm on, following my routines. As hard as it is, when I say I'm gonna do something and I do it, I feel so much better about myself and I feel so much more confident in myself. Whenever I go to sleep or I'm in bed and I say that I'm going to go to the gym in the morning and I decide to hit snooze and not go to the gym in the morning, even though I told myself that I was gonna go to the gym in the morning, causes me to lose a lot of trust in myself. I think about it as like a friend. If I'm telling a friend that I'm gonna do something for her and I continuously promise her these things, and whenever the time comes, I don't do it, is she going to trust me anymore? No, absolutely not. Even a parent, when you were a kid, when your parents said that there'll be food on the table whenever you get home from school, and you come home and there's no food and you starve, that's kind of messed up. So like, why do you allow yourself to do that to yourself? And I'm really speaking to myself here. I've said myself a lot. I'm really speaking to myself here because this is one of the biggest struggles of my life, is just staying consistent and being disciplined and just keeping those promises that I make to myself, because I make a lot of promises to myself, guys. And it's not easy to keep them. But if you want to grow, if you want to become a better person, if you want to see the fruits of your labor, if you want to succeed and just be an overall more confident individual, you have to trust yourself. And you're not going to trust yourself if you are not keeping your promises and you are giving yourself empty promises. I finished just in time because my camera is dying. Yeah, those are all of the things that I've learned over the summer. If you guys have anything that you want to add, definitely leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow along on my journey. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll leave that all in the description. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your summer, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.